Good morning, dear children. In the previous class, we were discussing about the types of malware, and today we are going to continue the same. And first we are going to today is hardware. The word hardware has been formed from two words: advertising supported software. And hardware is generally used to display advertisements in the form of banners and pop-ups on the infected computer system. Hardware is generally bundled up with applications that a person has purchased from a market or has downloaded from the internet. Sometimes the hardware is used by software developers to collect fund for the expenses incurred in the development of the software. So, the spyware is used to collect data about the website visited by the user. On the basis of that collected data, advertisements appears on the computer system of the user. These advertisements are displayed with the help of hardware. So there is a connection between the hardware and spyware. Spyware will collect the data from the users and hardware will display the hardware in the form of advertisements and pop-ups. Hardware is the only malware which has positive as well as negative effects. The hardware helps the software developer to collect fund for the software, which is the positive side of the hardware, and with the collected fund they can improve the upgrade of the software. On the negative side, the advertisement that appear on the computer system will distract and irritate the user. So these are the two sides of the hardware. Now let's discuss about the malware called ransomware. Do you know what is ransomware? Ransomware is a type of malware that focuses on the user and the data stored in the computer system of the user. Unlike other malware, it is neither hidden nor difficult to detect. In fact, the ransomware will announce itself to the user. So it is very easy to detect and find out whether the ransomware affected in a computer system or not. When the ransomware enters to the computer system, it takes the control of the computer system and convert the data on the system in a special format and log the files. So it then flashes the instruction on the screen to pay ransom to the attackers to get the data back. This is the random procedure of the ransomware. The ransomware can enter into a computer system in two ways. The first one is drive-by download. This is the most common way by which the ransomware is installed in a computer. It is automatically transferred to the system when the user visits some malicious website. And the second way is exploiting weakness of the computer system or antivirus. Ransomware can also enter the computer system by finding a hole in the security system of the computer. Usually, the ransomware attacks the computer system if the system is not installed with updated antivirus. To protect our computer system from the ransomware attack, we have to follow some points. The first one is always we have to keep a backup of our computer data. So once it attacks, we can recover our data from the backup. Second one, we do not click on the web link before you are sure that it is not a malicious link. Third one, we have to install good antivirus software in our computer system, and also we have to regularly update it. And the last one, still if you are attacked by the ransomware, do not pay ransom to the attackers because it will encourage them to attack other computers also. So these are the points we have to keep in mind to protect our computer from the ransomware attack. If our computer is attacked by the ransomware and lock up our files in a special format, it is very difficult to recover from the attack of the malware without paying the ransom. So be careful, we have to install an antivirus always. And the last type of malware is called scareware. Scareware is a type of malware that is designed to trick the internet users to purchase or download useless or dangerous software. Generally, it shows a dialog boxes and pop-ups similar to the Windows operating system. The message also shows that the initial test has been already completed in our computer system and there are large number of files that are infected with virus and malwares. So the infection can be completely removed only if the user purchases the software. So the user will get scared of loss of data and will purchase the program which is some useless or dangerous software. So this is the aim of the hackers who develop the scareware. So these are the different types of malwares which will affect in our computer system like Trojan horse, worms, backdoors, rootkit, spyware, hardware, ransomware and scareware. Okay. How does the malware spread? Usually the virus will spread by contact. Similarly, the computer malware also spread by contact. The contact means when a piece of infected hardware comes in touch with another piece of uninfected hardware, this is called a contact. This contact may be physical or electronic. Physical contact means through USB or cable, and electronic contact means through Bluetooth or internet. Usually the malware spread whenever an infected program or system is used and the uninfected disk is accessed by the user. After the malware infect a virus, it waits for a signal. The signal becomes the part of the computer malware program itself. The signal can be divided into two. First one is time bomb signal. Time bomb signal is the one in which the malware is activated at a specific time, like a day, date, month or an hour. And the second type of signal is called logic bomb signal. It is the one in which the malware is activated when a specific function is performed, like a opening file, printing file, connecting to the internet or sending emails, etc. So these are the two types of signal in which the malware can activate. The spreading of malware is increased with the use of internet and emails. Before that, it spread through CD and other removable storage devices. The use of the internet and email enable the virus to spread from one system to another without coming in direct contact or through some removable storage devices. Accordingly, the damage caused by such malware is much more than that of earlier times. Now let's check what are the simple rules to prevent our computer system against the attack from the virus and other type of malware. The first one is, do not open the email message you receive from the people that you don't know. So, do not open the email from unknown persons. And the second point, do not open the email message that you receive from the people that you know, but the subject is strange. If you are looking the subject is not fine, do not open that message. And third one, do not be hurry in go through the emails quickly. We have to think twice before opening and reading an email. And do not open the emails which do not have the from address. If you couldn't recognize the from address from an email, do not open it. We have to use firewall in our computer system. Firewall means it is a software to protect against threat from the internet. So, it is better to use a firewall in our computer system to protect our system from the threat and viruses. And we have to install effective antivirus software and we have to update it regularly. And the final one is, we have to regularly scan our computer for the virus and malware. So, these are the some simple rules that we have to follow to protect our computer from the virus and other types of malwares. Okay. So, this point you have to keep in mind while using the computer and internet. Do you know what is antivirus? Antivirus is a type of software which is used to identify and prevent viruses and other malware from infecting our computer system. And the first antivirus program is known as Reaper, which was created to delete the first virus program known as Creeper. We have already studied about Creeper. So, the first antivirus is known as Reaper. Antivirus program have one drawback, which is they will reduce the speed of our computer system. But considering that they prevent the destruction of our important data, that is a small compromise that we can do. There are various free antivirus programs available on the internet, but these are not completely reliable. The most common antiviruses are Avast, AVG, Avira and Immunet. Some popular commercial antivirus programs that need to be purchased are McAfee, Norton, Bitdefender, QuickHeal and Kaspersky. These are some common antivirus which are available in the internet. These commercial antivirus program update their virus definition through the internet on daily basis, so that it will remove new virus and other malwares. In order to make antivirus program effective, we should regularly update our antivirus definitions. Regularly updated antivirus programs are considered as more reliable than the free version antivirus software. And we must regularly scan our computer using this antivirus program to check and delete viruses from our computer system. So, in this chapter, we have discussed about various types of malwares and viruses and also the antivirus programs.